G'day everyone, this is Mike and today I'm going to be bringing you my first cast in a long while, and I like to say it's good to be back in front of the microphone again, and what a way to celebrate that with this game. This is our new Hall of Fame match between Technique and BikeRushOwnz. I think it's on 23 wubs at the moment, which is huge for Tiberium Wars at the moment. As you guys know, I've been away for a long while with all different stuff has gone wrong with me, so it's not good, but the bad luck with me has continued in different ways, injuries and stuff like that. But without further ado, let's get straight into this game. Looks like we've got Technique in the top left-hand corner as our green knot, and Bike Rush in the bottom right-hand corner as red knot, and of course our lovely CTK as observer. So let's get straight into it. I'm assuming CTK was the referee in this game because this was brought from the Tiberium Wars League 2, I do believe, round 4. So looks like both players are going to go for the outpost expand. Of course, this is Tournament Arena. If you guys have been living under a rock for the last, oh goodness, how long has this game been going on for? But of course, Tournament Arena has got this blue expand in here. Everyone loves to put an expansion up. Looks like going to be playing it very safe over here for Technique, and Bike is also doing the same. Very defensive outpost placement there, but it looks like these shadow teams by Technique going to start off by destroying the outpost. Both players taking their respective Tiberium spikes, and that outpost going down, so that's going to hinder Bike very early on. But of course, Technique's economy does take a hit due to the building of those, but hopefully because he's got his blue up now, that money can be refunded. But of course you have to be wary of the counter-attack, which usually comes from the opposing player, as he's going to be taking out that power plant there. Of course, quite easiest nod to clean up. Both the bikes and buggies do keep up with the shadow teams very well, and there's not many places that the shadow teams can actually bunker down. Usually you can find one of these bunkers that aren't occupied, but don't think he's just going to run around those shadow teams as much as possible. MCV being moved, of course, does not have ground control, so it looks like he's going to be creeping up. Shadow teams up here. Would have liked to see him pop it in here so he can sneak around at a later date, but it looks like that's not going to happen. So these two bikes and the one buggy are going to be cleaning up the shadow teams. As we look over here, just going to be having just the one refinery at the moment with the 3 harvesters, looking to pop down another refinery very shortly, I do imagine. And of course, Technique preparing for the counter-attack that's inevitable. Got to shut down that blue field as much as possible, otherwise Technique will start to pull ahead, and he'll, during the mid game, Technique will have this huge economy going on due to this blue field, and hopefully he can push in and destroy the economy of Bike, mainly his blue, before he can harvest too much. So it looks like we're going to have these bikes and buggies going to be cutting off the counter-attack here. So a very good play here by Technique. Going to be cutting off a quite half-hearted attack by Bike. So Bike definitely in the back seat at the moment and at the mercy of the driving of Technique. And looks like he's going to come around. Looks like he's going to try and snipe off a few harvesters, but no. Good Tiberium silo selling off here. Not very cost efficient for the nod player, unfortunately, but nevertheless does give that extra little bit of DPS as we have this bike buggy war, as we always see with Tiberium Wars, and it looks like this is just going to turn it into a rocket and flame fest. Obviously buggies you want in the front line to soak up the damage, whereas the bikes you want far behind as to deal as much damage for as long as possible. So it looks like here is the point where we see the slight transition into Scorpions due to the survivability of the Scorpions. They take place, as we see the first couple of Scorpions pop out now. Basically, they take place of the bikes and the buggies. So it'll be interesting to see who gets their tech center out first, because of course the tech center does give the laser and dozer upgrades. And as we see a huge fight here, buggies, bikes and Scorpion tanks, and it's hard to see who's going to win this at the moment. There's a lot of buggies here from BikeRushOwnz. It's going to be difficult to say bike when there's lots of bikes around, but looks like Bike is going to be cleaning up here. Just the far superior Scorpion tanks focusing down the bikes very quickly, and Technique just didn't have enough Scorpions to match the DPS, but it looks like it's going to be pure Scorpions now. Decoy army being dropped. Of course, very annoying those are, but it looks like these Scorpions are going to be pushed back, and it looks like that black hand was from the command center cell, the operations center cell, sorry. And it looks like Bike has his tech center up. Let's try and find that. There it is. So it looks like due to the obelisk being up, Scorpions are going to be backing off. Let's see how Technique is with his tech. Tech center is not up as of yet, but soon to see that up. Catalyst missile. There it is. I just saw, and it's being sold straight up. And Scorpion battles going on. Dozer upgrades here from Bike. Obviously that is the upgrade to get first due to its cost efficiency. And the laser upgrade obviously going to be researched here. Not yet known whether Technique has his tech center up yet. Too busy looking at this, at the battle here. So now the battle subsided, and there you go. The Tib Chem plant is up, but where is the tech center? The tech center is up here. So looking to see the vapor bomb. Sorry, not vapor bomb. There you go. Oh, unlucky there. Only been able to take out one Tiberium refinery, so I don't think that was worth it, to be honest. Looks like this we're going to have a nice little poking counterattack going on here from Bike. And it looks like he's going to try and take down the chem plant. He's going to sell that off. Good reaction time there from Technique. And this allows Bike to recover. But very good counterattack here from Bike. Able to force these Scorpions all the way back, and he's able to walk across the terrain with his Scorpions very easily, and the Scorpions going, what? And laser upgrade, so it looks like the advantage going to Bike at the moment. I don't know why he'd reverse move into that. No! Definitely. I've seen a lot of people do that, reverse move into armies. I don't know why, but looks like we're going to have decent concaves by both players, but unfortunately, Bike going for... Oh, no. Bike is taking the advantage here. But lasers finished from Technique as well. Obelisks coming up with a few rockets, and the avatars now coming up here. Looks like Bike has stayed on Scorpions just that little bit too long, which makes me wonder whether the laser upgrade was actually worth it. Especially for Technique. Was the upgrade worth it, that one battle? Would he have survived without the lasers? Because that would be another avatar, and that can play a huge role. Looks like the... so these Scorpions going to take the low road. As we come, Avatar's going to be cutting these Scorpions off. Don't know why he's going after that refinery, but losing two Scorpions there. I don't know why I was going for that refinery. That seems a bit pointless to me. But this is turning into a great game. Looks like Technique's composition is going to be avatars and rockets. Rockets, I think. Oh, looks like the shadow teams are going to be coming out. I don't know why that is, but Secret Shrine has been researched, and either both Confessor and Tiberium Fusion will be researched. But I'm correct in saying that rockets fully upgraded with the avatar is going to be the composition of choice for Technique. And what have we got over here? Avatars, and looks like we're going to be seeing some Venoms. So making use of the laser capacitors, and those guys rip through rockets very quickly. So it looks like we're going to see a sneaky carrier with the engineer in it. We'll see whether that pays off. Always good to see the carrier being used. I think it's a very underrated use ability, and looks like we're going to be seeing through Technique's eyes, see whether he picks up the carrier. And of course you can see that on the minimap just there, but it looks like he's focusing on this battle at the moment, and as you can see, this just twitching everywhere. Oh, look at that. That was quite unlucky from Bike. Yes, come on. Free roam. Yeah, there we go. As we see the battle here, Tiberium Vapor Bomb being used on the infantry, doing some killer damage. Mine Drop being used on the avatars, rendering the avatars immobile unless they wish to get hit by the mines. And looks like Technique's got the superior army here. Not enough Venoms in the sky. Another Mine Drop going down, smacking those avatars. And just the superior number of rockets, just overwhelming the avatars. Obelisk, I don't know how effective that's going to be. Small AoE damage to the rockets. But looks like we're going to be seeing some military squads coming out here. Just spamming those once every 2 seconds. And looks like we're going to see some buggies coming out to deal with the rockets. And good use of the harvesters there. Cleaning up as many rockets as possible. But Technique, very, very lucky. He went to place down the airfield, and only then he saw the carrier dropping the engineer. So it was a good move there by BikeRushOwnz, and quite unlucky that he didn't get what he wanted. Looks like Bike, that buggy, going to be doing some scouting. Tiberium Chem Plant obviously down, looking for that tech center so he can snipe it, but I don't think he got in range of it. But this buggy is going to be scouting, I hope, for that tech center. Although not using a lot of tier 3 units, Technique is, so I don't think his tech center being dropped is a bad situation for him. So it looks like he's just going for rockets and militia squads. So it'll be interesting to see as he's going for the stealth tank. And I don't know what was dropped there. Possibly the vapor bomb, maybe? Looks like stealth tank's going to be deployed to try and take out these Venoms. And a whole lot of harvesters going down here. And going to be cleaning up. And that's very good use of that stealth tank. That's something right there. He knows exactly how long and how many rockets it takes to kill a Venom. And have the skill to be able to back off as soon as he releases that last rocket. Very good piece of skill there from BikeRushOwnz. And of course dropping down the seed Tiberium, making full use of that. Tiberium chemical plant. And looks like Vapor Bomb being dropped by Technique. And he's going to be taking out that tech center. So no more tier 3 units for BikeRushOwnz. He does have this stealth tank that he can wreak havoc with, because there are no war factories on the... Oh, yes, there is one. How did I miss that? I do not know. As we take this time to relax, I'd like to say it's good being back in front of the microphone again. I don't know whether to still pursue the Ultimate Collection playthrough. I was just having too many troubles with the Tiberium Dawn, just issues where the scroll speed was too much. And if you guys want me to keep on going through that, by all means. I only just started, but by all means, if you want me to continue that, then hit me up with a comment or so and just tell me that you want to see it again. As we see the stealth tank getting ripped by the rockets, so it looks like we're going to be seeing Avatar Buggy Militia against Rocket Militia, and of course these flame tanks doing as much as possible. But of course, with the tech center still up, the obelisks can be dropped by technique. This is turning into a fantastic game, this. Good management here by technique, allowing his blue field to regenerate. But looks like Bike has been cleaning up his blue field, so it'll be interesting, and I'll keep a watch of when technique decides to harvest that again. Looks like we got stealth tanks coming up here from technique and not able to get away. Unfortunately, just too many recon bikes there. Recon bikes, that's what they were called in Tiberium Dawn. Attack bikes, my bad. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see when technique decides to harvest this Tiberium, or wait for it to get completely full. But just spamming the rockets and militia at the moment, pretty safe. I do apologize if my mouse clicking is annoying. I can't find my silent mouse. I bought myself a silent mouse and I cannot find it now, so a bit confused. So we're going back to the tier 1 composition of bikes and buggies, but this obelisk, say bye-bye. But not a lot of damage being done here by this chem plant, scratch that maybe. But obelisk taking down the buggies, probably better to take out the bikes, manually micro that obelisk, but unfortunately Tiberium plant goes down. But is it worth it? Is it worth it? And looks like we've got rockets and militia with some avatars coming up. And I don't know who's going to win this. Shredder turret's being deployed now, but good vapor bomb. Great vapor bomb there by BikeRushOwnz, and he will be able to pick up both husks as well if he decides to capture that, which he should. There's no reason not to, and hopefully that avatar doesn't step on that. But good cleanup here from technique. Going to be cleaning up that avatar husk, and yeah, that was good job there by technique. Very fast response. Knew exactly what he wanted to do as soon as that attack failed. So that was a good move there. Looks like we're going back to tier 1, even though his tech center is still up. Thinks that the laser scorpions is the way to go, and I take back my previous statement of technique when I said, is the laser upgrades worth it? But obviously now, spamming those scorpions up again, very good choice indeed. See Tiberium being dropped, and looks like the blue is now being harvested. Let's take a look at technique's money. He's rolling he's floating a lot. And Bike is actually floating. No, he's not. Scratch that. His blue field's out. And his Seed Tiberium is running out quick smart. So we got decoy. Scorpions going up. Is it worth the 500 it is? But he's going to be taking out this refinery. And hopefully he gets away scot-free. Don't want to be losing any to the avatars. Except that one. Yep, good micro there. Pardon me. Just a bit tired. Scorpion's going to be retreating now. So good work there from technique. Just losing the one scorpion. But technique is managing his Tiberium very well, and this is quite an underrated part of the game. Especially when you get into the late game, once all the Tiberium's gone, these probably shouldn't be here. No, that was a bad decision. And this is a bad decision as well. What are you doing, Technique? I was just complimenting you on your management of your Tiberium. But yes, this hyper late game, once all the Tiberium's gone, it's very important to manage your Tiberium very well. Because do you pick it up? Do you harvest the baby seeds where you only get a third of what you should? It looks like this is going to be a vapor bomb. Good sell off there, and probably not the best decision there from Technique. Would have done better just to plop a cat missile straight onto those harvesters. Would have probably got all 4 of them, to be honest. Yeah, this hyper late game. Do you harvest the baby seedlings for an attack, or do you wait, obviously, for the more mature seeds? And of course, the Tiberium have 3 stages of growth, each giving the harvester some extra money. And this is a very good idea here, using the venom to spot the harvesters. And it looks like we got a double veterinated stealth tank, going to be taking out the chemical plant in one volley. No, decides to sell it off, selling the tech center off as well. So it looks like it's going to be an all tier 1 spam, double racks, and looks like he's going to run out of money. Where is this engineer going? He is going nowhere. I don't know where that engineer is going, but it looks like we've got a heroic stealth tank, and it looks like it's going to be a huge battle here. As I take... No, I don't. I can't remember the hotkey for it. But anyway, this battle's going on. Lots of lasers flying, lots of rockets flying. But it definitely looks like Technique is winning this battle. But is he winning this battle? This stealth tank is going to go riot in Technique's base if he leaves that unattended. So this might become a bit of a base race if BikeRushOwnz decides to, but I don't think so. He's going to bring the stealth tank back, and I don't think that's a good move. Is it a good move? I might be eating my words here, but he's going to be... Oh, that's a good volley there. But no, wait, I think he's able to one-shot or one volley the Scorpion tanks. So it's going to be a interesting dilemma here for Technique, because really... Oh no, wait, only three buildings remaining. Has to be really aggressive here with this stealth tank. Awesome micro there, switching targets just in time. These Scorpions need to take out as many rocket squads as possible, and stealth tank getting very low. And of course the stealth tank with not a lot of health, able to regenerate it as quicker than most. And well, this is... I don't know whether Technique should just go for the buildings or not. There is one refinery left, and that's game. Oh, that was very unlucky there, and BikeRushOwnz throws in the towel. A very, very good game there. And as you can see, that field from Technique still had a lot of Tiberium to harvest, but you can see here, I think that micromanagement of that blue field from about here, I do believe, but just the superior resources there, able to win Technique the game. Very good game, Hall of Fame worthy, yes. I have seen some games that I believe is better than that, that didn't get the Hall of Fame, but kudos to you too. A very good game indeed. If you guys like it, if you guys want to see more of my Ultimate Collection, please tell me. Even if you want me to skip over Tiberium Dawn and go straight into Tiberium Sun or something like that, then by all means I would like to do that. But Tiberium Dawn is giving me the shits. So if enough of you guys want Tiberium Dawn, then I'll go Tiberium Dawn. But if you want me to continue the playthrough, I'll just go straight to Tiberium Sun, if you guys have no problems with me doing that. So this is Mike signing out. Hope you guys have a good day. good to be back in front of the microphone, and expect a lot more from me in the future. Thank you very much. Ciao.